Hey, welcome to my channel. Since we're both new here, I figured I'd introduce myself. My name is Sydney. I'm a 20-something millennial trying to make the most out of the world in which we live. I got my degree in creative writing, and I'm a Michigander transplanted to Florida. Today I'm going to be doing the AuthorTube Newbie Tag. This tag was created by Jenna Streety, and I will leave the link to her channel down below. If you're looking for writing and writing-related comedy content, then make sure you go subscribe to her as well. Now, on to the questions. Question 1. How did you find out about AuthorTube? I honestly don't remember how I found out about AuthorTube. It seems like one day it wasn't a part of my life, and then it was. Some of the more influential AuthorTubers include Jenna Morassi, Vivian Reese, Kate Kavanaugh, Rick Passmore, and Kevlandia is also a huge inspiration for this channel, especially since he recently posted his video, if you're looking for a sign, this is it, for starting your AuthorTube channel. Question 2. What genres do you write in? I mainly write in fantasy. High fantasy is the genre that I go to most. I really enjoy being able to write and not having to worry about modern day technology, but I'm also drawn to both horror and sci-fi as well. Question 3. What is your preferred tense, point of view, and category of story, i.e. middle grade, adult, young adult, new adult, etc. I definitely prefer past tense. Whenever I try to write in present tense, I always find myself drifting back into past tense. As for point of view, I prefer first person. I have tried third person in the past and it just doesn't work for me. The way that my characters speak to me is really first person based, and trying to write it in third person is just, it doesn't work for me. I also prefer writing in second person point of view. As for the age category of my stories, I normally stick with young adult and new adult. Question 4. Are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I am most definitely a plantser. When I first started writing, I pantsed my first novel, and it is a trunk novel that will never see the light of day. Because of that, I realized I do need some sort of a plot to go off of, but once I have the general idea for my story written down, I tend to wander off, and it's actually a miracle if I end up following the outline I made for myself. Question 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? While I have had a poem published in my college's journal, I consider myself yet to be published. Question 6. What publishing company, literary agent, or printing company are you represented by or use? Or, if you're yet to be published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? As I mentioned before, I am yet to be published. However, I'm not seeking the traditional route of publishing. I am planning on self-publishing, and I have a tentative release date for my debut novel next fall. Question 7. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Tags such as this video, vlogs, and my journey towards self-publishing. Even though I got my degree in creative writing, I don't consider myself an expert in any of this type of stuff. So because of that, I probably will hold off on advice videos, but you can expect to see videos about my failures and what I'm learning on my journey. Question 8. When did you start writing? I've been writing my whole life, though I don't really remember an exact time when I started. When I seriously decided I was going to make writing my career, it was January of 2013, and I wrote a One Direction fanfiction. Question 9. What was the first story you ever wrote? Since I really don't remember what my first true story was, I'm going to say my One Direction fanfiction. Question 10. What authors have inspired your writing the most? Some published authors that inspired me include Stephen King, J.K. Rowling, Diana Gabaldon, Patrick Rothfuss, Brandon Sanderson, and Bethany Atazadeh. Yet to be published authors that also inspire my writing include Kate Kavanaugh and Rick Passmore. And you can also find their videos on YouTube, which I will link down below. Question 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? I am in a very fortunate position that allows me to spend my entire day writing. Because of that, I have found my golden hours are between 6 a.m. and then 10 and 11-ish a.m. and then 6 to 7-ish p.m. through whenever I end up falling asleep. Question 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? And where do you write in general? I mainly write on my laptop. I definitely find it easiest to keep all of my work in one central location. However, I do tend to write more difficult scenes that I just am struggling through in a notebook. I find writing by hand allows my brain to think about things differently. As for where I write, I either write here in my office, in my bedroom, out in the living room, or I go to coffee shops and bookstores because I really like the change of location. And last but not least, question 13. What are you most looking forward to now that you're a part of AuthorTube? So, like many, I am really excited about joining the community. Instead of just sitting behind a computer screen and occasionally commenting on others' videos, I now get to share my journey and experiences with others. So, that's all the questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button down below. I am going to be documenting my NaNoWriMo journey next month, so if you're interested in following me, definitely hit the subscribe button. Comment below and tell me what you're working on for Nano, and also post your Nano name so that way we can follow each other on the website and be writing buddies. I'm also hosting a self-care photo challenge next month for NaNoWriMo on Instagram. You can find my link for my Instagram down below as well. Bye!